Morning, everybody, for the Vedio-04, fourth day in October. They were saying last night that it was going to be cold, frost. But luckily, we didn't have any frost this morning. Frost warning was over at 9 a.m. It's 9:30 right now. So got the dog out in the yard. She's out playing a little bit, out smelling around. It's in the 40s and getting warmer, so the frost is over with, the danger anyway. So my cantaloupe and watermelon are safe. Thank goodness. We got a couple more nights of very, very cold weather I have to worry about. I think, well, the cold front is already east of us and headed towards Moose, in that area, into to Moose Jaw up in that area. So I'm sure it's going to be cold for you, Axe, but Katie, go potty, go on. And anyway, not really that much happening. I'm still waiting for that money to hit my bank. It hasn't got in there yet, so I'm not going shopping. I've got a motorcycle picked out. It's a gold color Gold Wing. Has a trunk, saddlebags, air ride, AM FM CD player on it. It's a I believe it's a 1800 cc, so it's a 6-cylinder engine, and fully dressed. The guys, I'm waiting on the check to hit my bank, and I'm supposed to go check it out. It's at the Honda dealer right now. It's been new oil put in it, new timing belts, new fan belts. It's got new tires on it, oil change, so everything is good. The compression level's good, so everything looks good on the engine. It's got 3,500 miles on it. No, excuse me, 35,000 miles on it. Gee, my car's got over 100, so 100,000. So the miles don't bother me. Not on a water cooled type engine. Now, if it was a standard motorcycle, air cooled, then I'd have a lot more worries about it, because the cylinders can get so hot, it can ruin the compression. That's the downside of Harley, is because it's got a rear cylinder, it's in a V shape, and that rear cylinder gets hotter than it does the front because it's blocked by air, and the rings wear out faster. So, but being water cooled, it doesn't. It's a little different. So I'm going to be buying that. I've got to buy some helmets though, because it has an intercom and CB built on the motorcycle, and the helmets don't come with it. The helmets are around 200 bucks a piece, almost 300. Probably will be 300 with tax. So I got to get a couple of helmets in case I get a passenger. If my daughter wants to ride with me, we can communicate back and forth. Yeah, I'll have to get a cam mount to put my camcorder, to put this camera on it, and so I can take video. That'd be kind of cool, like Chuck does, So having my second cup of coffee this morning. Slept in this morning, got up at 8 o'clock for a change. Moon is still up, moon is still brightly shining there. It's in the last part of the moon. So yeah, it's no smoke. We had a big scare. Our mountain just about a half a mile from me was on fire last night. Somebody threw a stupid cigarette out there and set a fire, grass fire. And it was windy yesterday. And thank goodness the wind was blowing from the other direction. And so it went away from the town of Emmett instead of toward the town. But yeah, it was, it got as close as half mile from here to town. So yeah, everybody was scrambling. They had choppers in the air. So yeah, it was pretty scary, you know. People and their stupid cigarettes throwing them out the window instead of putting them in their ashtray. You know, what's up with that? Yeah, it's nice here this morning. A beautiful blue sky. Lawn looks great. It's greening up, and no frost, so that's good. So all my cantaloupe is good. I've got 28 cantaloupe on the garden, and I have 4 watermelons. So I'm trying to get those done before the frost. And I got 3 tomato plants, excuse me, that are producing tomatoes, and they've got some green tomatoes on there. So if I can get those big enough, at least I can pick them green and put them in a paper bag and they'll ripen. Excuse me. Oh yeah, it's winter is here, fall is here. So they say this is going to be the last fall ever. Wow, that's what the experts say. I hope they're wrong. I really am. I'm hoping that this planet, they say it's coming, is not really going to hurt anything. It came by before. I don't think it's going to really. They say every time it comes by, it flips our Earth, our poles. I don't know whether it's going to flip the whole planet upside down or what. I don't know. We just got to hold on for the ride, you know, say woo. So, can't believe it's 40-something degrees and there's still stupid mosquitoes out here. I just seen a mosquito flying. Oh my goodness. The West Nile virus was very bad this year. I don't know how it is up in Canada or other parts of the world. I don't know. Is Ireland, do they have mosquitoes over there? Do they have West Nile virus? Kind of curious, Joe. You might want to explain about that. We got a lot of diseases here we have to worry about, especially in our food, you know, E. coli and everything else. I have not understood why the government agencies that check for that kind of stuff, but you hear it all the time. They produce the hamburger meat or whatever, like it was the big recall in Canada about, you know, the recall of meat with E. coli. Why don't they check that stuff before it's released? You know, why can't they put a hold on it until all that testing is done and then release it? Doesn't make any sense to me. Now, steaks and things of that nature, it kills it because, you know, you cook it. You know, it's on the surface. It can't get in the meat. Hamburger's different because it's ground up, and it's ground up in it. So that's the big difference. Yeah, it's amazing on how our products are getting contaminated. Did you hear the big thing on the news about potato chips? There is a chemical that's, when you cook the potato chip, that it produces that does cause cancer. A proven fact. And there's a warning labels that now in the U.S. they must start putting on potato chips if this chemical is found due to their processing. That's got to have a warning label. So yeah, I'm like everybody else. I love potato chips. That's my downfall. I love salty stuff like that, you know. Um, I love my chocolate though. I'm like Suja in a lot of ways, you know. I blow my diabetes. I'm not into hamburgers, but once in a blue moon, I go get a cheeseburger. I know, I know. I love that melted cheese with the hamburger meat, you know, and bacon on it, you know, that all that good stuff, you know, all that bad stuff, I should say. Yeah, I blow my diabetes. I get so sick at eating cardboard. Suja knows what I'm talking about. Diabetics eat cardboard, and we have yuck stuff to eat. Pasta is good. I love pasta. You know, it just Italian food I love because it has pasta in it. You know, it's just wonderful stuff. I like spaghetti and meatballs. I just love it. By the way, I haven't seen my bird in a couple of days. I wonder where my bird is. Wow, that's unusual. How long has that bird been out here? Every video for 61 videos, something like that. Not around. Wow. Gee, that's unusual. Anyway, we're going to call this a good video. I'm going to get this processed and get it uploaded to the internet. And hope everybody has a great Thursday on the 4th of October, 2012. And hope everyone is doing well. Suja, I love your drums. And that is a tribal Indian song, sounds like it to me. I think dogs, just an FYI for you, I think they love music just as well as we do. There was a deal on the internet. I was watching a dog trying to, he would hit the piano keys, then he would howl. You know, it was just so funny. They called the dog singing, you know, and it was trying to sing or something like that. It was very funny, very, very funny. But yeah, I think dogs, to me, they're a part of my family. I love them just as much as my dog there, Katie. I love her just as much as I would a kid, you know. And would do anything for her, you know, that I could. And I'd take care of her, you know, clean her, scrub her, feed her, you know, and love on her, and squeeze her, you know, like George, you know. I love him and squeeze him and all that kind of good stuff. And his name, you're going to call him George, you know, that sort of thing. Yeah, it's they're part of the family. You're playing the drums, you know, and your dog Molly started squeaking the duck, you know, or the chicken. It was just so hilarious, and she was doing it in time with the beats too. So it sounded pretty good, you two. Yeah, the music is great. Musical instruments I play is I play guitar, I play trumpet. I haven't played trumpet in a long time. I don't think I can play trumpet anymore because I just don't have the air I used to. Oh gosh, and I play piano, not piano, but organ, you know, keyboard. I play that, but I haven't played in a long time. Anyway, gang, I'm going to call it good. Have you a wonderful day once again. God bless, and talk to you later. Bye for now.